The Justice League has found a director. What iconic 90s book will be made into a movie? Also, a game that is not even released yet will have its own movie. All this and more on Movie News Monday with Dr. Movie 91. What is up, everybody? It's been a while. I know I didn't really forget to do a Movie News Monday last week. I just kind of was just backed up, didn't have time, so I apologize for that. So let's jump right into the news. First up, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One has been the big releases this year. Video games have just changed and adapted in so many ways, and they're getting more advanced and they're getting more fun. And I'm sure a lot of us can remember when, me being a 90s kid, when I had, Sega, Super Nintendo, N64. Those were like top notch, the greatest systems ever. Nowadays we have just crazy systems. So, if you haven't heard about the new big game that's coming out for PlayStation 4, it is Watch Dogs. Now, Watch Dogs is about a guy in Chicago. I cannot think of his name. He is a hacker. You run around, you save the city by hacking everything and anything from cell phones. You can get banking information. You can hack street cams, ATMs, like pretty much anything. And it's really cool. The trailer looks awesome. I really look forward to this game. So when they announced this game and they were getting ready to release it, they announced that they were going to be creating a movie for it. Well, it kind of like died out because they pushed the release date on it. And now that the release date is less than a month away, they are going to be releasing a movie for Watch Dogs. And who is in charge of writing the script for Watch Dogs? Well, it's the writers of Zombieland. I think they'll come up with something interesting because the writers of Zombieland had a very creative and different mind, and I think you need that for this type of film because you have a hacker. You're going to have somebody running around just hacking everything, going crazy. I think it's going to be a fun, interesting movie. I think a lot of people... This will be one of those video game movies that I could see doing really, really well because it's something simple and fun. Next up, there was a still released for Dumb and Dumber, the new movie. It is a typical Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels picture. It is them taking a shower. I will show it up. And it just looks fun. I think this movie is... a lot of people are skeptical about it, but I think it's going to do well overall. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be quirky, just like them all. Next up, we all remember Sharknado. It was a weird, so bad that it was good film for the most part. And it was about a hurricane that swept through the ocean, picked up all the sharks, and just took out everybody in its sight. Well, so what could they possibly come up with? Well, here they are coming out with Zombeaver. Yes, beaver zombies. Could this be the new Sharknado? Who knows? It looks crazy, weird, just like Sharknado. I have no idea where they're going to go with this. I have no idea what the plot's going to be. I have no idea about anything, but all they're saying is that they are going to have zombie beavers that are attacking a local city and, going to go around the world. I think this will be the next Sharknado. That's what they're calling it. They're calling it the next Sharknado. So, I don't know why they're coming up with crazy, just off-the-wall, weird movies. But, hey, Sharknado didn't expect to do well at all, and people fell in love with it just because it was so bad that it was good. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think of Zombeaver. Next up, a amazing book that I used to read all the time, R.L. Stine's Goosebumps, will be made into a movie. They started figuring everything out. Jack Black will be playing R.L. Stine himself. How are they going to do this? Well, we don't know. If you guys recall, there was a million Goosebump books. Millions. Everything from The Haunted Mask to Say Cheese and Die. Just crazy books. So how are they going to do this movie? Well, I really don't know. Are they going to just do a bunch of the mini stories and throw it into a movie? Who knows? But I think it's going to be interesting. Jack Black playing R.L. Stine is perfect because, in my eyes, because he's wild, he's quirky, and R.L. Stine has that quirky, wild side and that kind of twisted mind. I mean, he wrote horror books for children. How much weirder can you get? So I think it'll work out really good. Well, I can't wait to see more about this. I want to see. I hope they do like a haunted mask. I hope they do. What I would love for them to do is take like three or four people of like R.L. Stein's, I don't know, best sellers, or maybe even more, like five groups of people, and kind of tell their stories. So like you would cut from like to the haunted mask to say Cheese and Die to whatever it may be. I think that would be interesting and fun and different. I mean, I know they've done stuff like that before, but it would still be kind of fun and interesting. And my last bit of news this week, Zack Snyder is set to direct the Justice League. When is the Justice League coming out? Well, it's coming out after Man of Steel 2, which would be Batman versus Superman. And they're just really, like, I'm really excited. Because, I mean, they talked about Wonder Woman being in Batman versus Superman. We've seen the Green Lantern film. I don't know how they're going to do the Flash, though. I wonder how they're going to do it. But I just kind of want to see how they put it all together, because they're kind of taking a different approach than the Avengers did. Like we saw with the Avengers, that we saw everybody's movie. Like we saw the Hulk, you know, we saw Thor, Hawkeye was in it, Iron Man 2, Black Widow was in it. They all had like parts. You know, we kind of got to see everybody, who they were, and come together. This one's a little bit different. I'm kind of curious to see how they do it and what they do to make it. I think it's going to be a good film, though. I think it's a long-awaited movie, is the Justice League. I am a fan of the Justice League, even though I'm not like the biggest DC guy. But I do love Wonder Woman. I love the Flash. I love Green Lantern. Yeah, and the Martian. I love the Martian. I don't know if they're going to add him, but, you know, still cool. Fan of all those people. So I can't wait to see what they do, how they do it. And Zack Snyder is, you know, I think he's perfect. I think he's going to do a good job. I think it's just going to be an epic, crazy movie just like the Avengers. So I want to thank you guys for joining me on another Movie News Monday. Do not forget to follow me on Twitter at DrMovie91. Also, check out my Facebook page, facebook.com/DrMovie91. And if you like this series and you want me to keep doing it, keep giving me the positive feedback and all the likes, I really appreciate it. And as always, everybody, take care and happy watching.